Hi, my name is Adam Hollerud, and I'm here for EDSE 634. And I'm talking about assistive technology today, affectionately known as AT. Now, I'm going to be doing this as if I were informally discussing it with a friend or a coworker, more of a conversational piece. So, what is AT? What is assistive technology? Well, simply put, it's any kind of technology that helps someone do something that they couldn't normally do on their own, which is why it's assistive. Now, there are a lot of kind of silly examples out there, and one is, obviously a car. We as humans can't run as fast as cars, so we also can't fly, so an airplane is also an assistive technology. So thinking of it in that way, who can use and have assistive technology? Technically anybody could then. But we want to think about this in terms of education, and specifically special education. So how do we decide on assistive technology in education? Now, a lot of schools are they're going in the one-to-one direction of having maybe an iPad or a Chromebook, or at the very least having lots and lots of computers available to students. Now, in special ed, though, it more fine-tunes a technology that's specific to the educational needs of that student. This is discussed in an IEP meeting, which is an individualized educational plan. And the team, which is kind of small, but it encompasses very key people, they discuss that exact thing. What kind of educational needs does the student have that they're talking about? Now, after they've talked about the educational part of it, they get into, okay, what kind of technology could be provided for this student? What could really kind of push them to access material way easier? And that's where they talk about what's called the SET plan. Now, there are a lot of forms out there to complete a SET plan, but essentially it breaks down into the four pieces of the acronym, which is SETT. Now, the S of SET stands for student. And with that, the team will talk about who is the student, what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses, what can they do, what can't they do, to kind of get a feel of the individual that they're discussing. They then move to the E, which is environment. Where will the student be when they use, or where they'll need assistive technology? Where will they be at school? Will they be in the library? Will they be in a lunchroom? Will they need it at home? Okay, what does home look like? Just kind of getting a feel of the environment and the places that student is going to go where they might need assistive technology. Then first T is task. So now that we know where they'll be, we need to know what they're doing. If they're at school, will they be doing homework? Will they be talking to people? Will they need to be writing things down? Will they need to be doing anything that is currently difficult for them to do, maybe? The final letter is the next T, which is tool. And that's where the team will start bringing everything together to sort of come up with ideas for what devices they might want to use to assist that student in their educational needs. So now let's talk about actual applicable assistive technology examples. And there are two forms of it. The first is that there is the high-tech and the low-tech. Let's talk about low-tech. Low-tech is really anything that doesn't, well, essentially require a battery. So like a grip for a pencil for someone who has maybe fine motor skill deficiencies. Another one might be some kind of Swiss ball or some kind of bouncy thing that they could put on their seat underneath them that might have ADHD or anxiety, or something where they might want to be able to move around but not actually move and leave. but stay in their seat. Then there's the high tech, and the high tech is obviously more technological based. So we have things like a set of headphones for a student who may need to have text read to them, like a story or whatever, but you don't want to disrupt the whole class, so they can use the headphones to help them out. We also have smartphone technology to download apps and access some material that they